Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jay from JS Films. In this video, we're going to be checking out Floating House VFX's Superman animation made in Unreal Engine 5. Let's go check it out.
They called me the Kryptonian, a man of steel. But I'm a man from Kansas. A man who once believed in something. They called me God. But gods cheat death, don't they? And I couldn't bring back the ones I needed most. The ones I loved the most are just memories now. They called me a hero once. But now I hide from their cries in the vacuum. See their faces now, hero. They counted on you. She counted on you. But there is another name I go by. The name she called me. It was good. And instead, I used it as a mask to hide from the world when they needed me most. Do they still need that man of steel? Do they still believe in the Kryptonian? I will give them a reason to believe again. Open your eyes, Clark. Look at them, Clark, as they once looked at you. Rage against loss, against fear, against those who've been denied. Give them hope that when they look to the sunrise, the Superman will be there.
So let's talk about this piece. First off, House VFX, thank you for sharing this with me. As you all know in the channel here, I've asked you all, especially my YouTube members here, to send me your work so I can take a look at it and critique it here. I do that sometimes. You told me on your email that I inspired you to create animations in Unreal, but at the same time, watching this right here, you and your team just inspired me. So that's why I like doing this, because now by me showing this to my subscribers here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be inspiring them. So not only that you inspired me, you're inspiring, a couple of people as well. So thank you again for sharing this. And again, this probably by far is the best animation short film I've ever seen rendered in Unreal Engine 5. And it kind of blows my mind because I think you mentioned that you used Lumen in this one. So with that being said, let me take a look at this real quick and just break it down in a lighting standpoint, because there's a lot of good, amazing lighting examples in here. And this is more like a learning tool for everybody else. This shot right here, I loved it. You create a lot of depth in there. You have a light right here in the foreground. You have a little bit of darkness. You have some backlight right there. It's just fire. You got a top light, and then it goes back to shadow. This is what I call a shadow sandwich. And I saw it all throughout your short, and it was amazing. And I'm pretty sure we're going to show this here again. And I'll go ahead and mute it. Now, for the VFX stuff, I'm curious if you used Niagara for this or something else, because honestly, they look pretty good, especially in the frozen time one. This is a really nice shot. Again, you have that foreground. A majority of people would just leave this dark, but you added a fill light in there to give it a little bit more depth, and I love that. That's amazing. You had some flash of light right here. I'm not sure if that's an animated light, but overall, I really liked it. The weather effects, the mocap was good. Let's take a look. Oh man, I love this scene. It's probably one of my favorite shots. I mean, I liked a lot of shots in here, but this is one of them. I love the rain. The sound of that rain. The framing was perfect. That lightning strike. And if you actually look, let's see if I can pause it here. You can actually see the windmill. And I think that's a barn back there. Just that strike of lightning. Bam. Just tells you where it is location-wise. Parents were buried in the farm. The Kent farm. This shot right here is amazing. Pretty awesome how YouTube did not destroy this right here. Usually you would get a lot of blockiness over here, so this just comes from your experience and your team's experience. Because all right here, man, it's clean. The shadows look good. They look really good. And it's actually like a gradient. You have the brightness spot right here, which is your key light, and a gradient to darkness. That's very hard to do with animation. And you all did it here. It's brilliant. It's amazing. Amazing lighting, man. Shot is amazing. Got a light. And this flower throw is pretty dope. Shoo! That's cool. All right, here's my other favorite spot. These little sparks. I need to know if they are Niagara, because they look great. They look amazing. Especially these ones right now. And I wonder if y'all use Time Warp in here in Sequencer or something else. Curious about that. Part of me is saying that it was added in post, but you're going to have to just verify it. Just because of this right here. Ada. Under the rubble. Fantastic job. Again, that lighting right here coming from the left, just hitting, her face, but you put these whatever concrete wires on here to just create some shadows on her face instead of exposing her face with light. You broke that light up and it created shadows. And this frame right here tells the story of what happened to this. The emotion on her face is great. Here goes that teeth problem, though. The metahumans, man. Oh, they're tricky. Tricky. But yeah, aside from this, I would honestly just make her teeth a little bit darker, even just a little bit darker, because I know we talked about the translucency of the teeth recently on the channel, but the lighting here is impeccable. Great job. Love that shot with Ada. She looked great. This is pretty dope too. That emotion. I'm not sure if this dude is a metahuman. He might be. He looks like it. Maybe a mesh to metahuman Superman. Clark Kent. This little camera move. Oh man, this thing right here is crazy. Again, we're going to talk about how up here on YouTube, Zero, I don't know, you might be seeing, actually watching this, you might see a little bit of artifacting happening, blocking right here, but in the actual video they uploaded, amazing. Again, that is very hard to do, especially with YouTube. I can see a key light up here, obviously because of the shadow you can see. But you also have a foreground light, again, the same theme happening. Freaking smart. Really soft. It's not the same as this key light, I don't think. It's probably a second one. And again, it's the shadow sandwich. You have a light, and you have a darkness right in the middle. And you have a light, and then right in front of Superman, there's darkness. That is, if you want cinematic lighting, master the shadow sandwich. Freaking great. Amazing. Again, you have it here again. You have shadow in the foreground, light on Clark, and then light, and then shadow again. Amazing, dude. Oh, man, this is one of my other favorite shots. Light, shadow, light, shadow. And you got some up top as well. Freaking cool. I think I've seen these bones before. Like the smoke as well. I wonder if those were added in post. Here you go again. Shadow, light, shadow, light. See the pattern. Brilliant stuff. Oh man, this is sick. This is some James Bond shit right here. Look at this. I'm gonna try and break this down. Turn the lights off. Oh, okay, so a red light comes on. Bam. Oh man, it's some Godzilla frame right here. Look at this. That frame. What more do you want, bro? You show that to any VFX studios or people looking for Unreal Engine. People, you show the shot, they'll hire you right on the spot. The environment effects you have here, incredible. I mean, this is the same quality effects stuff that I see from Blizzard Cinematics, and I love looking at this because, again, that gradient, man, it just doesn't fall into black. It's like slowly falls into the darkness, and it's so hard to do, and I have so much respect for that, man. Freaking A, that frame is beautiful. That could be a poster, dude. This shot is really amazing. I love that little distortion. I'm not sure if that was added in post, but whoever thought about that distortion right there on that I-beam needs a raise. You see that? It's distorting the surrounding around it. The surrounding area around it. Surrounding around it. All right, so cool. We have some floating papers. Pretty sure I would want to know how that's made. I feel like that's probably not Unreal. Probably composited in, but I don't know. It looks great, though. I love this shot of Vivian. It's beautiful, man. Shadow side. Okay, cinematic tip. Again, watching this. Put your camera in the shadow side. You got the light. Put it on the opposite side of the light. Bam, right there. Just like that. Create a freaking amazing image. Look at that, dude. Look at that butt chin, bro. Ooh, love that. I wonder if they put like control rig. So if this is done in Unreal, they probably put a control rig to deform this and they animated it. So another thing that I noticed, I know people will probably notice this again. All the cars are too perfect. They look like the Matrix cars, but I don't know. But maybe dirty them up some, a little. In the Matrix, you can actually, if these are the Matrix cars, yeah, you can actually dirty them up in the materials if you want to. Love it, man. Look at that grain. Add a little bit of grain. So with grain, I've seen a lot of people add so much grain on their footage that it just looks ridiculous. Again, I think y'all found the perfect balance for the grain. It looks good. It doesn't look like crap. Like the grain is perfect. This shot right here, amazing. Gotta have water tower in a Superman short. This is great. Like the little damage he did there. Looks like it's bent. And again, for Lumen, if you only use Lumen for the entire piece, great job. Golly. It's a nice shot, Vivian. Haha, gotta love that POV. That's a shot right there. Beauty. Nice. I don't know. I think this is the Matrix demo. I recognize some of these buildings. I might be wrong, though. I don't know. I think this is the Matrix demo, but well friggin' done. I love that lens flare. Was that added in post? God, you can't have a Superman flying without lens flare. That cloth sim. Alembic. Ain't no way that's chaos cloth, man. Ain't no way. Look at that. All right, so let's talk about some feedback, because that's why you sent it to me for, was feedback. Have you tried removing the voiceover for this short up until maybe this scene? I'm just curious. Take all the voiceovers of Clark talking from the beginning up to this scene when he opens his eyes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If you're watching this, rewatch the short, but mute out the voice somehow and watch it. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you think that would work, if you remove the voiceover of him talking. Now, another thing that I would challenge you with is re-render this using the anamorphic camera or a plugin, because I would love to see some oval bokeh depth of field in this piece, especially with this slow motion sparks. I bet it would look freaking amazing. And that, try it. It'll be great. That's all the feedback I got for you, man, because this is incredible. There's no way I'd be able to make something as good as this right here. This is the best animation short film I have ever seen. And mainly one of the reasons is that there are plenty of short films made in Unreal, but majority of them are all just flex movies. Majority of them are just flex animations. I'm going to make the coolest fight scenes. I'm going to have the highest quality graphics in a short using Unreal, but there's no story behind it. So this right here is the best because overall, it gives you everything. And even without dialogue, to be honest, even if you remove that voiceover, I would still get the story of this movie. That's how good it is. I can watch this. I don't want to say muted because the music goes with it. I can watch this with just music and visual, and I would understand what's going on. That's how good this thing is. And I want people to make more story-driven shorts. I'm tired of all the, it looks fancy, it's amazing, it's a spaceship flying, looks really good, character is great, these two people are fighting, really high quality, good stuff, but there's no story behind it. To me, it's like, it's a flex movie. You're just flexing your abilities to create something fancy. It's like Michael Bay, create something really fancy, robots, shiny stuff, but there's no storyline in it. And honestly, again, thank you for sharing this with me, man. And honestly, I wish you and your team the best, and congratulations to you all, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna go viral. Some pretty good work here. Now you gotta do Batman. You're just gonna have to do Batman for me, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're a YouTube member or a subscriber to my channel, send me your work if you want me to take a look at it here, just the way we did right here, because again, this is gonna showcase your work and you're gonna receive feedback from me. Additionally, people are gonna learn from your work and learn from the feedback that I am giving. With that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.